Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my first lesson of D4, chapter number 5, exercise 5D, that is about the inverse of the square matrix. What is the inverse of matrix and what are the components of inverse of matrix and how to find the inverse? Before going to this lesson, there are some key terms that we have to understand that the question and the lesson I will be beginning with the term reciprocal. I always ask to my students that always integrate the previous concepts with the new concepts so that learning become easy for you. We are well familiar with the term reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of a number. Suppose we have a number 2 and we are multiplying it by 1 by 2, answer comes 1. So it means that 2 is the reciprocal of 1 by 2 or 1 by 2 is the reciprocal of 2, that when we will be multiplying 2 by 1 by 2, answer will come 1, which is the multiplicative identity. Coming to the matrices, if we have the matrix A, its reciprocal will be A inverse, or if we have the matrix A inverse with us, its reciprocal will be A. When we talk about the numbers, when we are multiplying a number by its reciprocal, in numbers we can write the reciprocal in division form, but in matrices we do not write the reciprocal in division form. That in matrices we do not write 1 over A. That reciprocal is written in the form of A inverse, okay, or B inverse, depending upon the notation or the letter that you have assumed for that matrix, okay. And as in the numbers, when we are multiplying a number with its reciprocal, answer comes 1, which is the multiplicative identity. When you will be multiplying a matrix with its multiplicative inverse, answer will come the multiplicative identity matrix that it has entries 1001 and it has the symbol capital I, okay. Let's move to the actual lesson and let's discuss that formula for the inverse of square matrix. Before going to the lesson, I just want to say that I'm making these all lessons in the crucial period of third wave of COVID-19 in order to facilitate my all of the students, whether they are my students or they're studying at any place, in order to facilitate all students so that they can realize that nothing can be a barrier between the teacher, student and learning, and nobody can stop learning. And some of my students who have to appear in their O-level examination, inshallah, in this May, they also have to reinforce their concepts through these lessons. So let's move to the lesson. The formula for the inverse of the matrix is A inverse equals to 1 over determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now, let's understand how to find the determinant and adjoint. For the determinant, what we have to do is, if we are taking a matrix A, B, C, and D, we have to take the product of, this is the main diagonal, product of diagonal entries, and then we have to take the product of other diagonal entries, and we have to subtract them. So, when we will be multiplying these two numbers and taking the difference from the other two numbers, this will be a number. So that's why determinant is a real number. It's not a matrix. It's really important to understand. Coming to adjoint of matrix, again, if we have the matrix A, B, C, and D, then adjoint, what we are going to do for adjoint is that look at the matrix and adjoint of the matrix carefully, that what and where the changes are coming. In the original matrix, we have the A entry here, but in adjoint, A is over here and D is at this place. B and C are at their own places, but we are placing the negative sign before them. So in order to get the adjoint, swap the position of A and D and put negative sign in front of B and C, or you can in your mind keep it in easy form that PS. PS can be the abbreviation for adjoint, that places and sign, places of diagonals and signs of other diagonal elements. Coming to three easy steps that will be helping us in order to find the inverse of any matrix. First of all, we have to find the determinant of the matrix, and determinant should not be equal to 0. And then we have to find the adjoint by using PS rule and replace the values of determinant and adjoint in the formula A inverse equals to 1 over determinant of A into adjoint of A. I hope you will be keeping this 3-point summary in your mind, that step 1 is finding the determinant and checking that it should not be equal to 0. Why determinant should not be equal to 0? See, determinant is coming in the denominator, and we have studied a lot about this situation, that when in the fraction denominator becomes 0, the answer becomes infinity. So in case determinant is 0, then your system of equation or the inverse will not exist. Okay, and then we have to find adjoint, and then finally we have to put all these two answers in the formula A inverse equals to 1 over determinant of A into adjoint of A. There are some important points to remember, that to find the inverse of matrix, determinant should not be equal to 0. If determinant is 0, then no inverse will exist and it will be a singular matrix. I hope the term singular is clear to you, because in your CI examination, examiner can ask you find the value of unknown in the matrix. Like he can give you a matrix, suppose A, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, and he can ask you that find the value of A so that the matrix or the given matrix is singular. Singular means that it has no inverse and its determinant equals to 0. So simply what you have to do, you have to equate the determinant equals to 0 and you have to get the answer of this. I hope you are clear about today's lesson and you will be keeping these 3 steps in your mind for the understanding of further lessons. Please watch my lesson, like, share and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.